Christians. This genius right here, he says that the word of God is the only thing predestined. No stillborn baby ever received the word. They have nothing to be predestined for. We are living in times where people think that they can say the dumbest possible thing they could ever say, and that somehow they believe that's going to make sense to people, when in fact the only ones that they're deceiving are themselves. Now I'm not even going to deal with the baby issue. That's just ridiculous. Let's deal with the first part. He says the word of God is the only thing predestined. If that is true, then how do you explain this right here in Ephesians 1:5? It says that we believers, were predestined to salvation. And as for babies who die in infancy, you responded to one of my posts, and I said that God was silent on the matter and that I didn't know how that works. I still don't know, because God has been silent on this issue, which also means, my friend, that you don't know. I happen to believe, and I'm saying this for the benefit of everyone else, because I don't think this person has the capacity to understand anything sensible. But I do believe, and I feel totally comfortable making the assumption, that all babies that die in infancy, whether they are stillborn, whether they were aborted, whatever it is, I want to believe that they were predestined to salvation. Do I know for a fact? No, but I believe that. The Word of God does not specifically address that matter. But I do know this. David fully expected that his child that died in infancy, that he would see his child again in the future, in glory, in eternity. He believed that, and I believe that he had a good reason for having that view. So I prefer to hang with David on this matter rather than my friend here. Be provoked and be persuaded. And by the way, before I finish here, especially to you women who have lost your children, especially if you are believing women, don't let things like this discourage you. I believe you have every right to have hope, that if you are going to heaven, if you have placed your faith and trust in Jesus Christ, when you go to heaven, I have every hope and belief that you will see your child who left you prematurely, or who was taken from you by God prematurely. Be provoked and be persuaded, and don't listen to these clowns.